Hello, wealth tycoons. I have always thought that life takes you on trips you don't really plan for. It wasn't easy for me to become a co-founder of Netflix. There were many turns, risks, and times when I wasn't sure what I was doing. Now that I look back, it all seems strange, like a bunch of risky bets that paid off in some way. But let me take you back to the beginning, before streaming, before mail-order DVDs, and long before everyone watched Netflix shows all at once. I wouldn't say I was ever the typical techie kid when I was younger, as most businessmen usually are found out to be. Not all of my time was spent in front of a screen, mostly because we didn't have the tech that kids do today. However, there had been some in those times. I don't think I would have indulged myself in it much. What I did have was a never-ending desire to learn. As a kid, I liked to take things apart to see how they worked. I would do this with radios, clocks, and anything else. But math was even better. It was almost like magic when numbers, formulas, and patterns all made sense to me. My love for fixing problems would become one of the things that make me who I am. After studying math and teaching kids, I wanted to do something of my own. It wasn't clear to me what something it was, but I felt drawn to the business world. No, this is not how Netflix came to existence. Together with other people, I started Pure Software in the mid-1990s. It was my first big business venture. We came up with simple but useful tools to help software engineers fix bugs in their code more quickly. The tech business was booming at the time, and Pure Software grew faster than I thought it would. It was both exciting and frightening to be successful. The company grew, and I found it hard to keep up with leading a team that was growing quickly and keeping the company culture. Almost overnight, I went from being an entrepreneur to a CEO, and I was not ready for the change. Rational Software bought Pure Software in the end for a huge $750 million. It made me money, but it also burned me out. I took some time off to think about what I should do next and to recharge. Still looking for a clue how Netflix came to life? Well, if you are looking for something fancy, and something that just changed me overnight and gave me a knack to build Netflix, hold your horses, because you are not going to find any such story. Netflix happened because I had to pay $40 in late fees for renting Apollo 13 on VHS. Yes, you heard that right, and this is the honest reason why Netflix came to be. Paying the late fee made me so mad that I thought of a better way to rent movies. That's a funny and true story. The frustration led me to despise the whole process of borrowing movies, and I wanted to create something better, a way for people to borrow and see movies. There was no doubt that Blockbuster was the market leader, but their customers had a miserable time. I started to think, could we do this differently? Could we make it better? And when you start thinking in a direction, the universe begins to work in your favor. Something like that happened to me. At that point, DVDs were just beginning to become popular. DVDs were light, sturdy, and most importantly, easy to mail, unlike VHS tapes that were big and bulky. Then it hit me. What if we made a service where people could rent DVDs through the mail? People could look through a catalog online, choose the pictures they wanted, and have them sent right to their door. It looked like a clear choice. I was not one doing the whole task all alone. Mark Randolph, one of my co-founders, was very important in making Netflix happen. Mark and I worked together at Pure Software and quickly became friends because we both loved new ideas. He was all for the idea of a DVD rental service when I told him about it. Mark had a lot of business ideas at the time, ranging from personalized shampoo to personalized surfboards. When we talked about DVDs and renting movies online, though, it felt different. It looked like it might work. And come on, who could say no to a movie business? We started Netflix for Business in 1997. From the last company's sell and my savings, I contributed $2.5 million to this new business that I had no clue would even be able to breathe for a year. But Mark and I believed in the idea. Our first office was in a small, plain building in Scotts Valley, California. It wasn't fancy, but it had everything we needed. a scrappy group of people who were dedicated to our goal. Things were challenging in the beginning. Mark and I did a lot of the work ourselves, like putting DVDs in boxes and taking them to the post office ourselves. It was hard work and exciting at the same time. We were building something from the ground up, so even small wins felt like big ones. At first, Netflix worked like Blockbuster by charging for each loan. For a fee, customers could rent single DVDs, which we would then mail to them. Even though it was a good start, it was not enough to make us stand out. People were still not sure about shopping online, and DVDs were not very popular yet. Most homes still had VHS players, which restricted the number of people who could watch our show. We didn't give up, though. We kept working on our plan, looking for the aha moment that would make everything different. Honestly, we started the business by looking at Amazon. We wanted to make something big like that company. And you know what? Sometime into the business, and Jeff Bezos knocked at our door. He wanted to buy our company, and believe me when I say he was offering a huge sum for Netflix. After hearing that offer from Jeff Bezos, Mark and I knew that we can't see it today, but we are up to something big. Or else, why this guy would have been interested in our work? And we rejected Jeff's offer. And that turned out to be a mistake. Customers could rent as many DVDs as they wanted each month for a flat fee. There were no late fees or due dates. People really got what the idea meant, as it was made easy. Netflix was not just another rental service anymore. It changed everything. We were able to focus on making customers happy instead of trying to make as much money as possible from late fees because of the subscription plan. Then, the dot-com bubble happened. Even the big companies collapsed during that time. Netflix was just taking its baby breaths then. It was just a break-even company. After the bubble burst, it was just a loss-making company. Running the company was not easy, even with the subscription plan. Unfortunately, our finances were in bad shape in 2000. We went to Blockbuster and offered to sell Netflix for $50 million because we were in desperate need of money. Things didn't go as planned at the meeting. The execs at Blockbuster laughed us out of the room and told us we were just a niche business with no real future. It hit me hard at the time. While heading back to the office, we didn't know how to face our team, how to tell them that the company was not doing well, and we didn't even have money to pay their salaries. If you don't want us to be in the same situation, you can save us by appreciating our efforts to bring in a detailed script for you. You can like this video, and if you like it more, you can share it with your friends too. Well, let's find out how Netflix survived. When I came back to the office and faced my team of 30, I suddenly had that belief back again. The belief with which we first started Netflix. Instead of telling my team to look for other jobs, I proposed a new idea, the 1-month subscription plan. That changed everything. Things changed completely after this idea came to execution. Netflix finally started taking off in the early 2000s. Our number of subscribers was slowly growing, and we were adding more DVDs to our library. I was not happy to stop there, though. I saw the future of entertainment as being one in which people could watch movies and TV shows straight from the internet. At that time, streaming technology was just starting out, and most homes didn't have the fast internet that it would have needed to work. I thought it would only be a matter of time before technology caught up. Our first streaming service came out in 2007. People who signed up got access to a small library of movies and TV shows that they could watch online. It wasn't very good quality, and there wasn't a lot to choose from, but it showed what was possible. I knew that the way people had their fun was about to change in a big way. After that, I put even more effort into streaming by spending a lot of money on technology and license deals to make our library bigger. When we started making our own programming in 2011, it was one of the bravest things we've ever done. It was a dangerous move at the time. We were not a Hollywood studio. We were a tech company. To make high-quality shows, we needed huge funds and skills that we didn't have yet, but I thought that original material would be the most important thing for our long-term success. We couldn't always rely on material from other studios. We had to make something that was just ours. We opened the platform for independent filmmakers and artists, where we put out the original movies and series. Our first original show, House of Cards, came out in 2013. Even though it was risky, it paid off big time, and the show became a huge hit right away, with millions of watchers and good reviews. It showed that a streaming service could make content as good as material made by traditional studios. After that, we kept trying new things and made hits like Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, and The Crown. By investing in original material, we turned Netflix from a company that rented DVDs into a global entertainment giant. It's amazing to see how far Netflix has come since the beginning. Over 200 million people in more than 190 countries have signed up for our service now. We have not only changed how people watch TV and movies, but we have also changed the whole entertainment business. We spend billions of dollars every year making original material, like hit TV shows and movies that get a lot of praise. It has been a crazy ride, and I am so thankful for every second of it. Hello people, I am Reed Hastings, the guy who was so frustrated for paying fine to watch a movie that he created Netflix. Netflix's journey has taught me a lot about coming up with new ideas, being tough, and keeping true to your vision. Every problem I have had, like getting turned down by Blockbuster or dealing with the difficulties of growing my business, has been a chance to learn and improve. I am proud of what we have done, but I know the story is not over yet. The entertainment world is still changing, and I can't wait to see where it goes next. What are your views on Netflix? Do you think some other brand can ever challenge this entertainment giant? Share your views in the comment section below. If you want us to cover any business story, you can mention that in the comments section, and we will see to it. You can also check out our existing business stories. This channel is full of them. Lastly, if you enjoyed watching the video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you soon in another video.